Imagine standing on a quiet hill in southeastern Turkey. The land looks ordinary dry grass, scattered stones, nothing that screams history. And yet, buried beneath your feet is something so shocking that it threatens to dismantle everything we thought we knew about human civilization. Not a village, not a farm, but a monumental complex older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, older than agriculture itself. For generations, historians told a comforting story. Humans wandered as hunter-gatherers, struggling to survive. Then came farming. Farming led to settlements. Settlements led to religion, hierarchy, art, and finally monuments. Civilization, we believe, was born from necessity. Eat first, build temples later. Göbekli Tepe refuses to obey that script. Discovered in the 1990s, this ancient site dates back more than 11,500 years, a time when humans were supposedly incapable of organizing large-scale construction. Yet here stand towering stone pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, carved with astonishing precision. These stones were not rough. They were shaped, transported, arranged, and decorated by people who had no metal tools. No pottery, and according to everything we believed, no reason to build something so grand. And that's the first twist. These builders weren't farmers. Archaeological evidence shows no fields, no domesticated animals, no permanent homes. They were hunter-gatherers, nomads. People we once imagined as too busy surviving to dream of monuments. So why did they? The pillars themselves whisper clues. Many are carved into massive T-shapes, some etched with foxes, snakes, vultures, and scorpions, animals charged with symbolic meaning. Some pillars appear almost human, with carved arms and hands resting along their sides, as if the stones themselves are standing watch. This was not random decoration. This was storytelling in stone. But storytelling for whom? There's no evidence that people lived here. No hearths, no trash pits, no daily life debris. Göbekli Tepe wasn't a town. It wasn't a fortress. It appears to have been a ritual center, a place people traveled to perhaps from hundreds of miles away. Picture it, scattered bands of hunter-gatherers converging on this hill, drawn by belief, ceremony, or something deeper. Organizing labor, sharing food, working together for months or years, not to survive, but to believe. And suddenly, the timeline flips. What if religion didn't follow civilization? What if civilization followed religion? What if shared belief was powerful enough to bring people together before farming ever existed? This idea unsettles archaeologists because it suggests that the spark of complex society wasn't hunger, it was meaning. Ritual, identity, the need to belong to something larger than survival. Then comes the second shock. After centuries of use, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried. Not destroyed, not abandoned. Carefully filled in with soil and debris, as if its builders intentionally sealed it away. Why would a culture go to immense effort to entomb its greatest achievement? Was it to preserve it? To protect sacred ground? Or to mark the end of an era? Some researchers believe the burial coincides with the rise of agriculture. As humans settled, farmed, and changed their relationship with nature, the old rituals may have lost their meaning. The world was transforming, and Göbekli Tepe belonged to a past that no longer fit. And here's the most haunting part. We've only excavated about 5% of the site. That means beneath the soil could lie even older structures, even larger revelations. Entire chapters of human history still waiting in silence. Göbekli Tepe doesn't just rewrite history, it humbles us. It reminds us that ancient humans were not simple. They were thinkers, dreamers, organizers, builders driven by ideas, not just instincts. So let me ask you, what else have we misunderstood about our past? How many stories lie buried beneath assumptions we've accepted as fact? And if belief came before civilization, what does that say about who we truly are? If this discovery shook your understanding of history, stay curious. Subscribe, share your thoughts below, and tell us, do you think Göbekli Tepe was the world's first temple or something even greater? Because the deeper we dig into our past, the more we realize human history is far stranger and far more fascinating than we ever imagined.